Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So it's Wednesday, so you know what that means. It's another Coasting Through the Week Coaster Wednesday. And that's a collaboration that's held every Wednesday. And it's hosted by Marva from Marvelous Artsy, Tammy from Epoxy Me That, Mary from Resin Me Up, Laura from Laura's Design Studio, and Tim the Bass Resonator. If you're interested in joining in the collaboration, just contact one of the 5 I listed above and they will be glad to add you into the playlist. All you need to do is use their coaster mold and you can turn it into anything you want. Doesn't need to be a coaster, just got to use a coaster mold. So today what we're going to do is we're going to use this Easter egg mold as a coaster this week. So I'm going to go ahead and color it in first, then we'll add the resin. So let's just start, and I'm using just these gel outliner markers. So these seem to work really good on silicone molds, so that's why I like to use them on these. Hope everybody's been doing well. Hope it's been nice weather for everyone. It's been beautiful here last few days in Boston. For those of you that don't know, that's where I'm at. That's a pretty color. It looks almost like rose gold when it's on the mold. Okay. Let's try this other pink. See what it looks like. Oh, some of them probably need to be started. You just press them down like you do like with oil markers or whatnot. Or some even, you know, other markers, acrylic markers. Oh yeah, this is like a brighter pink. I'd say that is almost even like a lavender or light purple, purplish pink. Sorry, my hair in the way. Do a little bit of cleaning up after. Okay. Let's try maybe this orange. See, some of these markers are like I've never used before, so how they look on the mold and how they look, you know, before you, you know, when you uncover them, look a little different. So it doesn't necessarily look like a bright orange, but that's okay because I was looking for more like muted pastel or colors, even that's a little bright, but that's okay for like Easter, you know, colors. I didn't want to do like bright fluorescence or anything, you know. This looks like a neon. As I just said, I didn't want to do fluorescence, but that's okay. We're here now. And I'm not necessarily going to fill this up all the way because, you know, normally you could use this like as a freestanding Easter decoration, but that's not what we're going to use it for today. We're going to use it as a coaster, so it doesn't necessarily need to be super thick. Something maybe halfway or so would probably be okay. Let's see what the purple looks like on here. Or let's see what this color is. Like almost like an aqua. Well, it looks like an aqua. Let's see what it looks like on here. Yeah, it's like an aqua green. Okay. And then, let's try maybe blue. See where this blue takes us. Oh yeah, it's pretty blue. Okay, that wasn't bad. That wasn't didn't take too long either. So now that we have that done, I'm gonna go ahead. The resin has been warming up, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab that, and then when I get that and I mix it up, I'll bring you back. Okay guys, we're back. So I have 4 ounces of Hey Clear 1-to-1 epoxy resin already mixed up. I went over this a couple more times to make them a little darker, cleaned up in a few places. And I'm going to use white glitter, but just in case, like I want to make sure that it's covered white thoroughly, so I'm going to add a little bit of mica powder, and I'm using it from the Shantiki line, and it's super white. I just want to make sure that, you know, if there's no glitter for some reason, that, you know, it's all the way thoroughly white. No spots missing. Probably don't need to use as much glitter either by doing that. And that's a pretty white. But, you know, just to jazz it up a little, we're going to add some of this Sullian Party Blend glitter, and it's called Snowy Surprise. I got it at Walmart. Even though, you know, we're leaving the snow season, but, you know, it's still a pretty glitter. Doesn't have to just be for snowy scenes, right? Maybe a little bit more glitter. I mean, it's okay if it sinks, because I want it to sink. The top's going to be the bottom, so, you know, well, the bottom's going to be the top. So, but I let it sit a little longer, so it shouldn't necessarily all sink anyhow. So it's like a little thicker than it normally, you know, would be when you first mix it. It's not warm yet or anything, but, well, just a little tiny bit warm. Okay, so now we're just gonna go ahead, we're gonna pour. Like I said, I'm not trying to fill this up because I don't want it to be super thick as a coaster. If I was using it as like a stand-up Easter product, you know, Easter decoration, then I would definitely want it to stand, and I would fill it all the way, but that's not what I want here. Well, I hope that marker doesn't, like, you know, go all over the place. You know what I mean? Like, run. I tried to let it dry some, but I should have let it dry thoroughly before I mixed up the resin. That would have been a better idea, but hey, you know, sometimes you just gotta go with things, hope for the best, right? If it smudges it a little bit, as long as it doesn't, like, you know, let it run all over the place, it's okay. I can fix the flowers from the other side if I need to. I can draw on them, and, you know, if they're missing any spots or anything, I can fix that from the other side. But if it runs, well, that's a whole different thing. That's not going to be able to be fixed easily. I think I'll just have a fail if that happens. So let's pray that that doesn't happen. So far, I don't think it's happened. So let's stay with that, right? Let's keep going with that. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and let this cure. And when it's cured, I'll bring it back. We'll demold. Hey guys, welcome back. So this is fully cured. It's still a little, you know, soft. A little more curing can happen, but we can definitely go ahead and demold. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Oh, it did smudge. Yeah, it smudged a little bit. I was worried about that because you can see some colors floated up there. So there's a few places. I guess the ink was still wet, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. And I think, like, I'll just go over the colors with the marker, you know, again. So let me grab those markers. Hold on one second, guys. Okay guys, so we're back. So I have the markers here. Like I said, we'll just go over the, you know, and put some of the color back in. I still think it looks good. I just would like for these colors to be a little brighter. And it does like suck that it's smudged right there. So I'm smudged a little bit over here too, but you don't notice it as much as you notice it right there. So this is definitely not a perfect one. I wouldn't call it a complete fail though. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments below. Like, oh, I just put some more like in there. Oh, that's okay. It drops into that part. But I can like clean that out. Something in the middle. And just like, yeah, I could get that out. Probably actually put another color in the middle of that. And it looks like it's going to take a couple of coats. You know, with the doing it this way. Definitely think it's going to, like, you know, take a little bit more to do this. But, you know, it's no big deal to do this a little bit more. So rather than have you guys sit here, you know, and watch me color this in, which you already watched me color it in when the first time when I did it in the mold, I'll just go ahead and fix this up like a little bit, the best I can, and then try to clean it up any places that goes over. And then I will bring you back when it's done, and I will show you how it looks, you know, at the end. And again, this is just for me, so I'm not like, you know, too pressed that the colors, you know, ran a little bit. Now, knowing like in the future, I now know that like I definitely have to wait for all of this ink to dry thoroughly from using the markers, so that that doesn't happen again. Well, I have to try to tidy that up over there too. But well, luckily that's not a big deal to just do that. Like I just did in the center there. It's not a big deal to get that out. So, okay, like I said, let me go ahead and finish this up, doing a couple layers on these flowers, and then when it's done, I'll go ahead and I'll bring you guys back. Hey guys, welcome back. So what I did was I've gone ahead and I recolored over this. Those markers that I was using, they weren't working so good on the resin itself, so I scrapped those. And I started to use these acrylic paint markers that I got. I got this set off Amazon, and they work really good on resin. And the set only cost me like 12 or 13 bucks, but they work really good to color this. So I used that to color in the flowers on the top, tried to match it as close as I could to what I had already put on there. And this could definitely use a top coat. I'm not going to do that because you can see the little bubbles that still need to be fixed on here. And, you know, before a top coat could be down to seal the color in. And right now I don't have a debubbler, so I'm not surprised to see these bubbles here. But this is something I'm just going to keep for myself and, you know, use, probably put like, you know, trinkets on it or whatever. You can use it as a coaster, of course, that's what I'm doing for today. But I would want it to be sealed, you know, technically to use it as a coaster so your paint doesn't come up, of course. But today has been a Coasting Through the Week Coaster Wednesday collaboration that's held every Wednesday, and it's hosted by Tammy from Epoxy Me That, Marva from Marvelous Artsy, Mary from Resin Me Up, Laura from Laura's Design Studio, and Tim the Base Resonator. If you're interested in joining in the collaboration, please contact one of the 5 that I just listed. Their emails are in their video descriptions. And please like the video, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and please hit the notification bell so you can be notified the next time I upload a video. And I'll have another one coming to you really soon. Bye guys.